Hello, my name is Jackson Chrisman. Today I'll be going over the required listening for Journalism 302, Why More Americans Are Seeking Religion. Uh, the first question to our topic, rather, we are covering are the current understanding of religion in the United States. I would describe the role of religion in current American society as wishy-washy. And what I mean by that is individuals that are around my age, both men and women, I don't really see them in church, especially when I go. And it's been like that for some time, or at least the sectors of church that I'm in. This middle generation has kind of just fallen out. The older generation and the we see young kids with young families, and they make up the bulk of that middle generation that do attend church, but the vast majority have just kind of fallen out of favor with it from my perspective. When it comes to entertainment, social media, and other influences like that, with the making of things like For You pages and things of that makes the content you ingest very subjective and personalized to that individual. So what I watch isn't necessarily what someone else watches. I might have something in common, such as basketball, on somebody's stuff, but there's just no way that everything is tailored to one individual, but it is. Everything is marketed for you as the individual. So that being said, when I reflect on my own personal experiences with religion and my walk with faith, is that I've had two parents my whole life that are both ministers, as well as two sets of grandparents that are both ordained and actively, and when they were alive, actively participated in ministry for decades. Uh, in their throughout the time of their lives or currently to this day. So I've been basically born in the church and really have a lot of experiences and knowledge regarding. In addition to, I did go to Indiana Wesleyan and attended there, and that was a different sector of what I deem to be religion. It's still Christianity, but it's Wesleyan teaching, so Methodist-based teaching. However, I grew up in the AME, and despite this, there was a clashing of the styles and the teachings and how they would go about their services that I really never came to grips with, if I'm being completely honest. But uh, with my own personal beliefs, it's really I haven't been in the church as much as I would have liked. I can definitely admit that, but I'm going back, especially coming back to from school and being home. I've gone back, and it's really just allowed me to reflect and know what I want going forward and moving accordingly to my beliefs and what I stand for, and making my family proud in the back end. A few questions that I thought of during the duration of my analysis of the content, as well as reflection of myself, is faith being seen as a trend? And I specifically thought about this when they were discussing the um, young men 19 to 23 are more likely to attend service once a month than those older than them or slightly older than them. This was discussed about the 450 time marker. And like I said before, I don't think that's the case. I haven't seen young people such as myself as much in the church, maybe one or two, but not as many as I saw in the past. In addition to, uh, they mention in the 18 around the 1812 mark, this secularization in society becoming more apparent since the pandemic. And if anything, I've kind of seen the opposite, especially on social media platforms. It's become very uh, sexualized, for lack of a better term, and uh, a lot of just it's just stimulation, and it could be vertical, horizontal. It doesn't really matter. It's just stimulation at the end of the day, and there's a lot of it, and it depends on what you really subject yourself to. Um, That being said, I do not think that one should base everything off of what other people say. You got to invest in your own word, invest in your own time, and do your own education on various topics or your religions that you want to study or get involved with. Thank you. Again, this is Jackson Crispin. I appreciate the opportunity. Bye.